Ciao, welcome to Delicious Italian. Today what I'd like to show you how to make is pasta alla San Giovannina. Now we like to call it midnight pasta because it's so quick to whip up, and if you're hungry and it's midnight, you can make this dish in no time. Actually, the time it takes to boil the pasta, you're done, ready to go. Let me show you how I do it. Just a little chop, nice and rustic, nice and rough chop. This is not anything that needs to be exactly the same size. I mean, how could you possibly chop herbs the same size? I don't think you could. All right, let's put that aside and get our tomatoes ready. Oops. Okay. So for the tomatoes, I'm just going to actually change my knife. I have this cheese knife, which is a great knife for cutting tomatoes. Tomatoes, you know, have that thick skin occasionally. They're hard to cut into at times. This cheese knife is great for cheese. I love it for cheese, but I always use it for tomatoes too. And you can see it doesn't, you know, bruise your tomatoes or push them around the board. It just slices right through. Now I'm just cutting these right in half. They'll break down in that olive oil and the sauce as it becomes a sauce. There we go. Couple of people, I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, maybe 7 tomatoes, but it's really a loosely interpreted dish. You have 3 tomatoes, use 3 tomatoes. You have a bunch of tomatoes and you want more tomato, do that. You know, you can play with your food a little bit, and I encourage it. All right, let's get our olive oil right into the pan. You want to coat the bottom of the pan. This is one of the ingredients that's going to make this dish delicious. Put my flame on high, get it going. Get that garlic in there. Starting to sizzle already. There we go. Okay. We just want this garlic to get nice and golden. We don't want it to get dark, just golden. So I'm going to keep a real close eye on it. There we go. Our pasta is cooking away. We want to pull this out when it's nice and al dente. And the timing should be just about perfect with our sauce. You can see that garlic is getting nice and golden. It smells really delicious. I'm going to have my tomatoes at the ready here because I don't want my garlic to go too far. All right, that is nice and golden. Adding my tomatoes right in. Also adding a nice big pinch of red pepper flakes. If you like really spicy food, go ahead and add more, and if you don't really like it too spicy, just add a little less. But this is a nice, quick, spicy little dish. Going to add some salt here to help break those tomatoes down too. And I'm just going to add a little bit of pepper. Turning my heat down to medium now, giving my tomatoes a chance to really break down. You could see how the tomatoes have colored this olive oil with a pretty red hue here. All right, this won't take long. See how our pasta's doing. I could tell by how it looks that we're almost there, but not quite. Okay, our sauce is ready. I'm actually going to go right into the sauce from this little pan because I want that cooking liquid in there. There we go. Normally you would drain pasta pretty well unless you're making this type of a sauce that is quick or requires some cooking liquid to thicken the sauce. You wouldn't do this with a heavy meat sauce because you would want a well-drained pasta. Okay, right on my flame here, I'm going to toss this up. I think you can see how really delicious this looks. Let's add our parsley right in, along with our basil there. And go. This dish is very delicious and it's very quick. Everybody loves this dish. This is just a classic. Just gonna scoop up some of this pasta in a bowl here and give it a little taste. I wish you could smell this. It's so delicious smelling. And I know, because I make it all the time, that it tastes really delicious. I'm just gonna sneak a little tiny bite here. So good. I know you'll love it. Please try it. Please join me again here at Delicious Italian. Buon appetito.